Hi everyone.
Hi! The floor is yours.
Okay. Matt and I were discussing what our next topic should be, and of course the most topical topic right now is COVID-19, or COVID-20 as the Ugandans say. Don't know why. And we wanted to really know how this is affecting you at home. Um, from my side, I've been at home since the 16th of March, which is a hell of a long time. And I went through quite a few stages, didn't I? The first, it was really good to be home and I could get involved in housework and
Now that's all she does.
and little DIY projects. And then I became very irritable because there wasn't any human interaction besides Matt. And of course I got on his nerves, and he's nodding furiously. And then I went into quite a deep depression. I don't do well in isolation, although I am not a extrovert. I do enjoy mingling and chatting to people. And then I got to a point where I thought, you know what, we can't control this. We might as well just accept it and use your grey matter to either to do good or to find a craft or do something that you really enjoy, rather than running to the fridge all the time to find out what's inside, you see. And I think once I found acceptance, it was okay. Then I started going outside a lot more, getting a bit of vitamin D, and I really started feeling a lot better. But I had a conversation with a friend of mine in South Africa. At one stage I was on Facebook every minute of every hour of every day, wasn't I? And Matt and I were both noticing the commentary on some of the posts. And at some point in this whole process, we actually felt that people would get together and start appreciating one another and seeing the qualities in each other.
Wishful thinking.
And being appreciative. But what we noticed was how people are actually tearing each other apart. And it's not just over politics, it's over stupid things.
Toilet paper!
Not just that, it's just over disagreements that they have on Facebook. And
my dad can beat up your dad.
Yeah, bullying.
Meanwhile, you're 50 years old.
Right. The bullying that was going on.
Cat fights.
Right. So I had a chat with a friend of mine in South Africa. She is an advocate for women and child abuse, which is what I was when I was back in South Africa too. And we were saying what this isolation can actually do. And I formulated an opinion, and it's just my opinion, but I actually think we're going to go back to the feudal days in the Middle Ages, where clans stuck together. So because of the divide that we find ourselves in now, with ideologies, politics, religion, and different, I hate to say it, but different classes, middle class, lower class, middle, lower class, and upper class, we kind of are all sticking to our own kind because we find comfort in that. There's no one better than you, there's no one less than you, you're all in the same boat. Now Matt and I are both blue-collared workers, and
I'm not wearing a collar.
when he goes to work he has a blue collar.
My whole uniform's blue.
And the people that we associate with in our town are all blue-collar workers and farmers. So we have a lot in common with them. And we've become quite a tight-knit community. Very supportive of one another, drowning out all those external voices. And I can actually see that happening, that we become clans. We go back into the clan type mentality.
And not that kind of clan either.
What kind of clan are you talking about?
That wear the sheets.
The sheets?
The Ku Klux.
Oh, no.
Not that kind of clan.
No, we're talking like middle-aged type clan. Where you feel most comfortable. Now, that's just an opinion that I formed because I actually see that this isolation has become the great divide. I think Matt may feel differently. I'm not sure. I'm going to let him chat to you with regards to how he feels.
She's going to let me talk.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then I'll shut him down like that.
I've gotten used to it.
Yes, he's got no option. I wear the boots and the pants and everything in the family.
Not everything.
So bad. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. In South Africa it's the same type of thing, but it's more on the racial divide because the South African politics is based on race. And a lot
So
of race,
corrupt they make our politics look like saints.
That's true. A lot of racism in South Africa, unfortunately. But we can only hope that perhaps their president will steer them in a better direction. I just feel that we've lost so much respect for each other. We don't even listen to each other anymore.
Huh?
I noticed that if someone has an opinion, someone's so quick to shoot it down and then give their opinion and not allow a debate, a healthy debate.
Respectful.
Yeah, and that's what's missing. We've become almost infantile in our communication with one another.
Animalistic.
Yeah, where only your opinion counts and that's all that matters. I feel that we can have differing opinions and still get along very well. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? The good thing out of all of this, I was called to a meeting on Friday, was it Friday?
No, it was Thursday of last week.
Thursday of last week, yes, that's right. To say that I would be put back into work because we're now considered essential staff or essential workers, is that right? And I'll be driving my big yellow daffodil again, and the whole idea is to deliver food to children, nutritious meals to children who are not able to get to the grab-and-go points. So ensuring that our little ones are healthy and at the same time checking up on them to see if they are physically and mentally okay. So I'm very excited about that. I feel like I'm worth something again.
Well, you're worth something to me each and every day.
Thank you. But it's awful. This isolation can actually make you feel worthless. And I think every human being needs to feel that they are completely valued and whatever they're doing is validated and appreciated. So that's my little tirade.
I have a different view of it. I believe that people have been cooped up for so long and trapped in their own mind for so long. And now everybody is exploding. Like you were saying, my beliefs are the only ones that count. Screw you, screw you, screw you. My beliefs are number one. I've been a firm believer my entire life that opinions are like assholes. We all got them. They all stink. And ain't not one of us that needs to be showing them around.
Do you feel that this period has also made people overthink things?
I don't think people are thinking, period.
I think the overthinking is causing people to panic. This whole panic buying thing is ridiculous. What we found as well is that people from the larger towns around us were traveling 30, because the closest town to us is what, 30 minutes away?
About 25 to 30, yeah.
They would travel the 30 minutes to get here and wipe us out of all our goods. Never mind about the elderly who may need something, and our town is largely made up of the elderly, isn't it? So what we've done is we've sort of shut the doors on outsiders, and we are looking after our own. We're making sure that we're either delivering to our elderly or we are giving them time to shop before anybody else gets to the front doors.
Before Dollar General or Dollar Tree, whichever one it was,
Yeah.
made it company-wide, our little town was doing that.
Right.
Closing early certain shops, if not all of them, so that they could clean in those extra hours that they would have been open.
Yeah, sanitize in. The horrific part of it is that we have a tiny little hospital. It's a life point.
It's closed.
And it's had to be shut down because more than a couple of the staff members there contracted COVID-19.
Yep.
And
because we had to take in senior citizens from a home that had been in a neighboring town that had been closed because 75% of that retirement home had been infected.
right.
The problem I'm finding is, well, thank goodness it's spring. And we have more leaves. We can't even find shit tickets in this town.
That's the truth. We've resorted to, what do you call them? We call them serviettes. Are they napkins? To wipe your mouth.
No, I call them leaves off the tree.
No, man, angel. We've resorted to having to buy napkins or serviettes. I don't know how you
Napkins.
Napkins. Because I don't know why people haven't thought about using those. Anyway, we've got tons of those, so we've managed to secure a lot of those. But we were against bulk buying.
Yep.
We just
Still are.
so unfair to everybody. And sometimes I actually kick myself for doing that because now we left high and dry. A lot of our products like milk, eggs, bread.
Thank goodness they still beer and whiskey.
True story. And we've been, well, I can make bread at home, but then that's another thing that's missing is yeast. We can't find yeast or flour. So, you can't win.
Although it is springtime, there's plenty of flowers around.
What are you smoking there, Mr. Mac?
Yeah, righty. Get my fat blood up here. Virginia Gold Vanilla. And my meerschaum, never smoked before until now. So we'll have to see how the coloring goes on this one. Bought it last year.
How's it in the hand?
Warm.
Does it fit nicely though? Oh, so rude. See what I mean? The great divide.
It's such a great divide. There used to be only about a foot between us. What the camera doesn't show is that there's now 4 foot between us.
Yeah, I measured it out. Next week it'll be 6, and then the week thereafter he's getting his own he shed.
No, I'm kicking her out to the she shed. Lady Duchess of Cigarello named Shell will have her own she shed. Just don't shit in that said she shed. Boy, if that ain't a tongue twister.
It sure is. So, we would like to know how you're feeling about this situation. It's tragic. It's earth-shattering to see the figures. Our figures are literally doubling by the day. But on the other hand, and I find this very strange, there's a lot of focus on how many people are contracting the virus and how many people are dying, but very little has been said about how many are recovering or have recovered. And those figures are actually quite remarkable. So there is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
And a lot of bit of hope.
And a lot of bit of hope, right. Well, I've exhausted myself. I've probably exhausted you too. So from me, the Duchess, may you find peace at the end of your smoke.
And from me, you'll catch an all-new cigar review next week, right here on Pipe and Cigar Smoking Bits. Happy smoking.